Hi, I'm Karen.
And I'm Poncho.
And welcome to the Columbus Happy Hour Food Tour. Tonight we visited the Galla Park Social, which is in the Short North on High Street. Let's go ahead and talk about the ambiance. I thought it was great. I liked the contemporary feel that the place had, and I liked the music in the background. They had all kinds of seating.
Yeah, I liked it. And as you all know, I like to basically judge the ambiance by whether or not I would take a date there. And yes, I would take a date to that establishment.
Well, I give it an A.
I give it an A too.
Okay, let's move on to the service. From the very beginning, it was great. The hostess gave us a choice of seating.
Yes.
And the server was very attentive. They had 3 menus for the evening because we're going on a Wednesday. And on Wednesday, they have a fine dining special. Plus, they have the regular menu and the happy hour menu. And they were all given to us and explained.
Yes,
it was service good. Was attentive. The food came out promptly.
Hostess.
I give the
server.
Service
great.
an A+.
Yeah, great.
Okay, let's move on to the food. Let's, I should say first that they have pretty extensive happy hour menu, lots of choices. Mm-hmm. Some are $5, some are $7, and then they have a few items that are just a little bit more that you can get. And we decided to get 4 of the $7 choices. So let's start with the short rib bao buns. You had those.
Yes,
so.
I had that. And the first time I ever tasted that was in LA in Koreatown, and they were absolutely fantastic. Of course, this is not Koreatown. This is Columbus. And it was all right. I don't think it was really anything that, I would write home about, as I like to say. So it's nothing spectacular, but it was edible.
Okay. And we also got the Galla Park flatbread. I really wanted to like this. It had cherry tomatoes. It had pickled onions, balsamic vinegar. I'm a fan of all those. But overall, I found the taste to be just about average.
Yeah, and as you all know who have been watching me, watching us for some time, that I'm a big eater. I work out, and so I'm a big eater. But it didn't do anything for me. She had 2 slices left, and believe me, I didn't even touch it. I passed. So that
it was large, though.
It was very large. Yes, it wasn't as bad as I like to say as Forno's. In my opinion, no.
No, it was just...
It was edible to me. I could have eaten it if I wanted to, but it wasn't something that I wouldn't
average.
Put a pound.
I wouldn't order it again.
No.
But it was a large portion, just like our next item, the chicken tenders and fries. That was huge.
Yes. Very, very large. 3 large pieces of chicken with French fries. And the fries were crispy when I had them. Some weren't. But all in all, it was good. I won't complain about that. The fact is, the chicken appeared to me to be like they were baked in the oven and fried in the oven, I should say. And so the coating was falling off the chicken. But all in all, it wasn't terribly bad. I would say it was standard, average fare. I liked it when I dipped it in the
honey mustard
sauce. Yes.
And the fries were okay.
The fries, I
were
have nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, I have nothing to complain about the fries about. No, I don't.
Okay, and we got a dessert. This is the first time I've ever seen a dessert on the happy hour menu, so I kind of changed my plans in the middle, and I decided to order the Chef's Choice dessert, which this evening turned out to be a chocolate torte. And I have to say, I was already full by the time it came to the cake, but I did try the torte, and it was, again, okay.
Well, I tasted it, and believe me, it took me back to high school when I would, after high school, run around the corner shop and get a hostess cake. It was nothing spectacular. Right. If I were really, really hungry, I would have eaten it, but would it have knocked my socks off? No. Was it spectacular in any way? No.
Yeah.
I think it was just average, if not
Yeah.
a little below, in my opinion.
That's right. So altogether, for what I got this evening, my choices, I'm going to give the food a B.
Yeah, I would say straight up a B. It's definitely edible, all of it. And would I go back there? I don't know. I would be hard pressed to go back. But of course, if someone insisted, I would go. It wasn't that bad that I just
No.
wouldn't say, "Oh God,
And they-
no."
Right.
You know,
And
nothing
so
like
I'm
that.
wondering, because they had so many choices, did we just choose the wrong things, or would everything be average? I'm not sure. I'd have to try to find out. I'd still be willing to go back just to try
I
some of
wouldn't
the
be
other
opposed.
items, because they had a lot of other items to try.
And I wouldn't be opposed to that, like some other places that
Yeah.
I've visited, and I said absolutely no, one and
Right.
done. No, I wouldn't be
But
opposed to going
also,
back at
we
all.
have to say there was nothing that stood out so great
Yeah.
that I would want to go back to try.
Yeah.
It was nothing like that.
Everything was decent. I
Okay,
like to
let's
say.
move along to the overall value. So we got 4 $7 items. So altogether, that was $28. And I think it's a pretty good deal because the portion sizes were huge. I was full, like I said, before I even got to the dessert. What about you?
Yeah, I was full from it. It's a big portions.
But unfortunately, the food was just average.
Yeah.
And there was nothing that stood out. So
Yeah.
it's hard for me to grade this one because there are a lot of other choices. And maybe if we tried something else, we would have liked it. And
Yeah.
we would have had a better experience.
So
So
what would you give the food?
you mean overall value?
Overall.
Overall value, I'm probably going to give a B plus.
B plus, because I couldn't
Okay.
believe the prices, and in comparison to the portion size, really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we still got to talk about your shirt.
Yes. Today we're in Latvia, and I liked Latvia. Did you?
Yes.
I did. We did the Jewish Heritage Tour. It was a lot of fun, and it was the only time that we have ever had a tour guide cry to us, and we really had to comfort the tour guide because some of the people on the tour were just absolutely mean. That I will never forget.
Yeah, that was
while in
sad.
Latvia. But would I go back to Latvia again? Yeah, I would.
Sure. I think there's a lot of history
Yeah.
there. Because it was part of the Soviet Union, so it
Yeah.
has that part plus the part before even the Soviet Union existed, and now.
Yeah,
So
I would go
it's an
back.
interesting place.
Yeah, I would go back to Latvia.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us this evening, and please.
Like and subscribe very much.
All right.
Until next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.